Chapter 1 Power-Ups and Bad Guys. When your alarm rings at 7 a.m. and you hit snooze, you have encountered your first villain of the day. In video games, we fight easily identifiable monsters with glowing weak spots. Our daily villains look more like the sticky chair, that invisible force gluing us to our seats all day. Or perhaps it is the two-headed monster, the exhausting inner voice whispering, "I'm too tired to cook," or "I'm too stressed to work out." Sometimes the villain takes the form of the sad nap, where we go to bed in the middle of the day because we are bored or feeling down. Facing these everyday monsters makes us think we need a massive lifestyle overhaul. We believe the only cure for exhaustion is a 2-week tropical vacation. Game psychology suggests otherwise. Before fighting a boss in a video game, you do not take a sabbatical. You grab a health potion. In real life, we need power-ups. A power-up is any quick action that instantly boosts physical, mental, emotional, or social resilience. It does not require money or a dramatic schedule shift. It could be chugging a glass of water, looking out a window for 30 seconds, holding someone's hand for 6 seconds, or doing a spontaneous dance break in the living room. These micro-actions rewire our brains to feel in control. They shift our perspective from feeling like helpless victims to willing participants in an adventure. A play is a voluntary attempt to overcome unnecessary obstacles. The word obstacle translates to a barrier or a hurdle. Notice the specific flavor and weight it adds here. An obstacle is not a tragic dead end. It is a puzzle. In a game, an obstacle is placed in your path, waiting to be climbed over, smashed through, or outsmarted. Calling a problem an obstacle gives the struggle a sense of purpose and playfulness. Real-life example. His fear of speaking up in meetings is the biggest obstacle to his promotion. We are not saying his career is ruined. There is a hurdle in the way. Once he figures out the right strategy to jump over it, he levels up. By viewing daily frictions as game obstacles and collecting personal power-ups, we stop merely surviving bad days and start actively outplaying them. Chapter 2 Recruiting your allies. As adults, our egos can be fragile. We would rather sit at our office desks looking busy than admit we are drowning and need a lifeline. The word help carries baggage. Asking for it sounds dangerously close to admitting defeat. What if you did not have to ask for help? What if you simply asked, "Do you want to play a game with me?" There is a fascinating paradox in human behavior. It is hard to be vulnerable and ask for support with a serious real-life problem. It is easy to invite someone to play a game. When we play a game with someone, our biology syncs up. Our facial expressions mirror each other. Our breathing aligns, and our heart rates fall into the same rhythm. This biological mind meld builds empathy and trust, turning an ordinary friend into a fiercely dedicated supporter. Inviting someone into your gameful world gives them a clear, fun way to support you. You can give them tiny, playful quests, like sending you a ridiculous meme every morning, or simply awarding you +1 points when they see you doing something brave. You are no longer a victim seeking a savior. You are a hero recruiting your team. There are no words to express the abyss between isolation and having one ally. The word ally, N, is not just a historical term for nations joining forces in a war. It is the person who drops their own agenda to have your back when you send out a subtle SOS. It is your trusted player too. Real-life example. When the boss started yelling at me, Sarah became my unexpected ally in the meeting. Transforming the awkward burden of a personal crisis into a shared adventure rebuilds human connection at an impossible speed. Chapter 3. Go for an epic win. We all need what game designers call an epic win. In our heads, an epic win sounds like winning a Nobel Prize, paying off a mortgage, or getting a startup funded. In the psychology of games, an epic win is more forgiving. It does not have to make headlines. It could be dancing in public when you are terrified of crowds, or going a full week without using your asthma inhaler. It might just be getting through a family dinner without losing your temper. We can get there by changing our avatar. In a video game, you do not play as yourself. You play as a conquering space cowboy, a warrior princess, or a daredevil race car driver. We can do the same in real life by adopting a secret identity. Give yourself a heroic alter ego. Viewing struggles through the lens of a hero's journey creates psychological distance. It allows you to tell a story of resilience rather than a story of defeat. When we see ourselves as the hero, the ordinary traumas and heartbreaks of life become the fuel we need for post-traumatic growth. If you are not the hero of your own story, then you're missing the whole point of your humanity. The word epic, adjective, traditionally refers to a long, grand poem about ancient heroes. In everyday conversation, we use it to describe something uniquely awesome, highly satisfying, or monumental in our personal lives. Real-life example. We finally managed to get the kids to sleep before 9 p.m. It was an epic win. You are not just surviving your days anymore. You are leveling up. Outro. Level up in real life. Adopting a gameful mindset does not mean your life will suddenly be perfectly stress-free. There will always be new villains spawning. There will be days when your health bar drops dangerously low, and you feel like you are right back at level 1. That is exactly how games are designed to work. The difference is that now you can see the code behind the matrix. You know how to grab a power-up to get a quick burst of strength when you are depleted. You know how to invite an ally into your multiplayer lobby instead of suffering in isolation. Even if you fail, you are learning the strategies you need for your next epic win. Life is an incredibly difficult, sometimes hopelessly complex game. It is also an adventure entirely worth playing.